I'm Maria Walker, and I'm the owner and operator of the Spa Facial, this business here, and that's what I'm here for. Talk about that.
Hey, it's Ellen, and today on Diversified Game, I have a South Florida business, which I love handling and talking to local entrepreneurs, especially those who I plan on visiting as a customer. So Maria with the Spa Facial is going to give us the game on how she went and opened up her own, spa, her own place where you can even go get Manscaped, fellas. You can go get, a whole bunch of services, links in the description so you can read all about them. But welcome to the show, Maria. How are you doing?
Thank you. How are you?
Awesome. Blessed by the best. Cannot complain. But it's all about you. And, I saw in an interview, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you started this business after serving your country. I believe it was in the Navy. Is that correct? And give us the story on, why a spa?
Oh, okay. Yes, I spent 4 years active in the U.S. Navy, the Armed Forces, and I did 2 years reserve. So that kind of got me into a disciplined type of lifestyle from high school. So that was fresh. And then that kind of gave me the opportunity to think about or have the drive to venture on and do something for myself. And I decided to do something more relaxing, I suppose, and open a day spa.
Now, for all the veterans out there, and we thank everybody for their service, we know, yes, we know though, when you came out of the Navy, the government, unfortunately, has a lot of programs, but nobody just handed you this business. But could you talk about if there were any programs that you took advantage of that were helpful for veterans to start this? Because this is no easy thing to do. Just, hey, I'm going to open up a spa and have these clients. So was the Navy at all, were there any helpful programs and services that helped you open this business?
At the time, there wasn't any solid programs. Now there are a lot more. You can go on the veterans, the VA.gov site, and then they have a lot of backings for small businesses and for different types of businesses. But I would say for me at that time, that it was more of the discipline and the drive and the things that I learned from being in the military is what really got me to the point where I felt like I could actually do it. If you understand what I mean.
So what were your first steps in saying, I'm going to have, a building, be responsible for the rent, or I'm going to buy it out, right? What were the first steps for you to take that plunge? Did you have customers already, or did you get the building first?
Well, what I did was I went to school as an esthetician first when I came out here to South Florida. That was about a year of schooling. And at that time, I already knew that I was going to do a spa business. So it was about getting the education on that. And I just drew up a business plan. I went online, learned how to do a business plan and things like that, and found a spot and just did it. I found the best spot. I'm on Ocean Boulevard, and I'm still here for this location for 15 years. And that's basically how I did it. I knew I was going to start this business before schooling. So I had everything pretty much planned out.
And I heard in the interview, you had a few options. It was being a private eye, something that I've actually dabbled in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so with this business, so it seems like you're able to not be as stressed out. You're actually helping people with their stress.
Uh-huh.
How did COVID impact your business? Because I mean, even though we're in Florida, was it how was the impact with COVID, and how is business been now?
Yes, I definitely got impacted by COVID. I had some backup to kind of keep it going, but we can't say that there was any huge profit margins at all for 2020. So I got through it, and 2021 came around, and it started to pick up more. It started to pick up a lot more. I think people were tired of being in the house and taking that chance. So when I came back, I just decided to take clients back and kind of slowly, just to see what's going on, because this is all new for everybody. And I just practice precautions and masks and things of that nature when we're close to clients, just as we do. Mhm.
Now, you having to be so close to clients, there was no way like you could hide in a hole and keep your business going. How did you
Yes.
get your mentality? Like, when first the pandemic happened, I mean, it scared everybody, but like, how did you get your mentality to say, I actually want to touch patients and people again? Like,
Right.
where did that strength come from?
Probably again from my military background, because I was like, just gotta jump in and do it and see what happens. And it's like, and I took precautions, okay, and make sure, and I still do, and I've always actually have. It's keep doorknobs clean, keep sanitizer around, wear masks and things. I know when I'm doing facials, I wear masks when close up, especially then, still now. So we make it happen. We make it work. And all my clients, they're in on keeping things safe too. So we're so far so good.
Awesome. So glad to hear that. Now, this is
Mhm.
kind of I want this to be a teachable moment for people, because Maria has a very, she could be anybody at any time. Look, but I heard her on a Spanish television show, and she doesn't speak Espanol. So, I know that, but you're in South Florida where everybody entiendes un poco. So how, like, can you let the people know how is it to like be like, you could be black and white, you could be just black, you could be Spanish, Afro-Latina, you could be, if you wanted to be Romanian, you could be anything that you want to be. How do
Yeah.
you deal with that? Is that like a benefit, or is it kind of like gets annoying because everyone's speaking their language to you, saying "Ben aquí, mami"?
Well, long as they know like how to get on the table and relax, there's really nothing much else to talk about after that. But far as communicating goes, and that don't really have that much of a problem with that. Um, I talk to people. A lot of people use translator software, things like that. But for the most part, communication isn't so bad. If it
Okay.
gets, yeah, I mean, it's not so bad. If it gets really bad, then I have a neighbor of mine in the building that could help do a little translation.
Okay, and it's not a bad thing to be accepted by everybody.
Yeah, hmm.
Yeah. So it's just wondering if you would have broke out in full Spanish and said, actually, I speak 7 different languages, telling all of it, like, oh wow.
Yes, that would be cool.
Now let's talk about, because again, South Florida, I mentioned in the beginning, manscaping. It's
Mhm.
more men of all walks. There was a time where, oh, you had to be this to get manscaped. Now it's everybody can be clean, because maybe your wife doesn't want to have all this hair on you in these private places. Can you talk about,
Absolutely.
yeah, manscaping, what it is? Because a lot of guys are like, wait, so you're gonna get me like looking like the guys in the movies, all my
Mm.
hair in the bottom part, is it gonna be plucked out, waxed off, clipped off? Is it all gonna come off? Like, give the game on that so we can take the mystery out of those who don't
Okay.
know.
Okay. Well, manscaping is basically male body and body hair grooming. Okay, so say if, like I said, like you're saying, I have wives call and say, hey, can you trim my husband's back or something like that? And it's serious. Okay. So, and they just come in and you can clip, you can shave, you can, and wax. It all depends on, how, like waxing, of course, hurts. So a lot of people don't do that. But yeah, it's not a mystery anymore. Everybody's doing it. And it's nice to just keep groomed, and women like it, and it's comfortable for guys too. And they're coming out, and the guys are coming out and they're like, you know what? I just, even like just trimming of the arms on my Instagram, Get Manscaped by Maria has tons of samples of what I do with the clients, and it's great. And the men's spa aspect is, men should be relaxing too. Okay. And men's grooming is something that all men should be doing. And it's nice, and they like it, and they're coming in.
I'm even going to go deeper for my guys who say, but Kellen, I need to know about the real soft parts of my body. I saw a guy on YouTube getting waxed down there, and it looked like I would wish that on my worst enemy. Is it possible to get, majority of the hair off the testicles in that very soft place that men usually, are protecting? Is that even possible?
Yes, it is possible. You can get lasered there, you can get waxed there, you can get shaved, trimmed, anywhere, anywhere. Some people like it short, some people like it all off. And the waxing aspect, seeing that it's so painful, people do it because it stays, it takes a while for the hair to grow to from the root to the top of the skin. So it takes a lot longer. So you're talking, opposed to shaving down there, it would last 3 weeks instead of maybe a few days or something like that. And it can be painful with the wax, especially in those areas. I don't suggest waxing very, very below, um, because the skin's a lot sensitive. So then we do something different for that area. The top part generally is okay to wax because the skin is a lot thicker. And some people are sensitive to this type of treatment. So then I have other backups for that.
Okay, you said laser. Okay, that's new. Can you explain that? Because if I didn't want wax down there, I'm thinking Star Wars, Star Trek. Like the laser, is that painful? Do you feel it at all? How is that?
Well, laser, some people, the places that do laser, they say that it's painful, okay? It feels like rubber bands, like if you can imagine that, around any part of your body. But what that does is it's supposed to permanently get rid of the hair. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And so it doesn't work on gray hairs because the laser doesn't pick that up. So that's how that goes. But the things that we do here, we don't have to be that aggressive and still get the job done properly.
Okay, no, that sounds good. And she has combo packs, you guys, and ladies, because I mean, there's so many services, and again, links are in the description box. Now, with handling one, spa, was ever the goal to say, you know what, I want to have one right here, I want to have one in South Beach, I want to go to Atlanta and franchise this? Like, what are the goals for expansion? Because some people, like myself, are just happy having something little that can expand and other people can run. I don't want to run it. So how's your mindset on the expansion of her business?
This is the whole concept of my spot is it's like kind of like a private spot. So I'm not necessarily looking right this moment for franchising, but what I do is I market into the Miami, into West Palm area, and I also do visits to location. You see, so I can actually do business in other towns and other cities without actually having another location. So that kind of helps me out in keeping costs and things like that low, and have people come to me would be more ideal. And then I do visits and we charge like a small fee to bring everything to location. So that's like where my focus is, basically, the concept from the beginning and what I'm doing right now. But I'm not opposed to doing bigger things either, though.
All right. That's for
Mhm.
all that's for Florida funders and all the venture capitalists who say, well, let's see, what can we do? If you bring a
Mhm.
great idea, she's
Yeah,
up
I
for
have
it.
the GoFundMe page out there that I put together. I have started my own skincare line as well. So that kind of helps play into the whole thing as well.
Well, we'll talk about that. What inspired you to, have products? Because that can be, a million, 10 million, $1 billion lick right there for you.
Yeah, it could be, and that's what I'm working on in process. So as I just started, well, of course, any skincare person wants to own their own skincare line. It took a few years to find a proper chemist, and it's called minimal skincare line for a reason. And what we want to do is provide a cleanser, a toner, and a scrub, and a moisturizer, really good moisturizer, because that's important. But I wanted to be minimal, because I know there's a lot of companies that'll have 30 different types of products and things, and then it gets intimidating for the client, for the customer. But you want results. So that's what we got going on here, is with my minimal skincare line. And everything can be done in the shower. So you don't have to worry about doing this, doing that, and hence minimal with results. So that's what I have going on here. And I think you can see that. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely can.
Mhm.
Now, besides your website or coming in the shop, is it available on places like Amazon or Walmart, online where people can order?
Yes, it is available on my website. That's thespafacial.info. And it has direct links. I use Square as a processor, and it's direct links to purchase. And I started this line maybe about 6 or 7 months ago. So I set up, like I said, I set up a GoFundMe for marketing and things of that nature, and advertising. I have it on my Facebook, on my Instagram, the Spa Facial Instagram, and everywhere like that. And I'm also actually getting it put on all those different platforms as well. So that's what I'm currently working on.
Awesome, awesome. Now
Yeah.
the best has yet to come. Still plenty of time to do amazing things as an entrepreneur. But I'd like to know, what is a community give back that you are doing or that you would like to do in the future?
Oh, like the local area here, we put together like fundraisers and things of that nature, just on the block here. I'm off of Oakland and A1A on Fort Lauderdale Beach, just 3213 actually. And we have a lot of community things that we do. And I'll go and set up something at the there's the Broward our art museums over here. And I'll go there, set something up, give up free 15-minute massages and things like that to people in the community who may not be able to do things like this. So I'd like to share that opportunity as well.
Man, the opportunity to get a free massage right now, just, I mean, that's a blessing, especially with, everyone's looking great in South Florida, but there are some people who are really hurting. Folks are losing homes.
Yeah.
And with that, stress and stress. And, one person's stress can impact everybody if you really think about it. How often do you think somebody, should be taking care of themselves in a spa? I've heard there's a thing, because I have a fancy massage chair. The person, the people relax the back who sold it to me. They said, make sure you don't over massage yourself. I'm like, is that even a thing? I used to get massages, once a week. I'll get a foot massage or something. Can you over massage yourself, coming to a salon like yours, a spa like yours?
Well, once a week, I suggest, like, for a busy person who's like has a high stress level of things, once a week. I get massaged once a week, you know. So you can't really over massage, but I would say some people, not very many, but some people ask, oh, do you do 2-hour massages? To me, that would be over massaging. You see what I'm 2-hour massages, that's quite a bit. An hour and a half massage is pretty good, but that would be like, and then if you go like twice a week or 3 times a week or something, so that's what I would consider over massaging.
Well, that's for both parties, the one doing it and the one getting it. That's a lot.
Yes, 2 hours of because your body, because the way that we usually do when we do a massage is we just, take the body and we'll do the certain parts. And if someone's like, oh, my back's more sore or I need more attention to feet, then that's what we focus on.
What's to come in your business? Have you any plans to maybe write a book, talk about the journey, mini documentary, anything like that tickle your fancy?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I have that on my list of things to do. I want to try to go ahead and get this minimal skincare line going, and then let's put something together to talk about the things that I have going on.
All right. So you guys, minimal skincare you can get now. Don't wait till she's on Shark Tank and you say, hey, I know her. She's down the street.
I'm so ready.
Yeah. Get it now. And let the people know again where you're at. Leave them with any kind words, and we'll take our conversation off air once you're done with that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm located off of 3213 North Ocean Boulevard, right here in Fort Lauderdale Beach, super sunny. I have the Intercoastal on one side of me, the ocean on the other. So it's wonderful, and there's restaurants everywhere. And you can get to my website. That's www.thespafacial.info. And you can get a hold of me there. My website, everything's there. You can call me direct, I answer the phone. So let me know what you need.
You guys have gotten the game. Make sure if you do nothing else, you share this with somebody. It will change their life. Y'all be blessed.
Hi guys, I'm Kai Gabiam from the Diaspora channel, a lover of Africa. If you love Africa as well and you would love to visit one day or to relocate to Africa, there is a course out there for you. And this course is My First Trip to Africa, a course well put together by a seasoned traveler, Kellen Cash Coleman. This course is designed to prepare you to travel better, which will save you both time and money. And the great news is this course costs only $20, guys. It can't get any better. Go right now and enroll to this course at www.diversifiedgame.com. Don't miss out.